We're bringing up our next comic coming up to the stage, Elena, everybody.
How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you, James, for that lovely introduction. Hold the microphone this time. So how's everybody doing? Everybody feeling good? I can tell you, James talking about his, was that the one-night stand or something on Tinder? Yeah, that all got me all emotionally wrecked. That's what I always say when I find somebody attractive. I'm like, oh, emotional erections. And so forth. So anyway, I just turned, I'm not going to say my age, women don't talk about our age, do we? Do we, girls? Do we like that?
No.
Who here, how old are you? You know, come on. No. Now, I notice now men don't like that. It's like, all my life, it's always been women. Well, don't ask me my age, and now it's like men. Look at just my ball sack here as it drags around the ground. You know, no, okay. But anyway, no, so I tend to live my life very cautiously. I don't know, anybody here into astrology? You know about the signs, right? Yeah, I'm a Taurus. And we're very set in our ways and fixed in things. We don't like change, and, you know, we're pretty loyal. But I thought, you know, I'm going to live on the wild side, like a Leo. Any Leos in the house? Aries?
Leo.
Yeah. Sagittarius, free spirits? Yeah. Anyway, so I decided to go on a dating site. I did. I honestly did. And it was one of those sites where it advertised, like, you know, instead of full price. See, because me being a Taurus, I'm cheap, I'm frugal, and I don't like paying full price. So I go, well, it's 50% off. Why not? And so I met up with like 5 different people. Online, though, like just talking, I was, you know, kind of frightened. I'm like, well, I don't want to meet anybody in person. You never know, somebody might want to, you know, kill me. I just, you know, it's a risk I don't want to take. So, because I like being alive. And, but I met up, okay, I can't believe I'm even telling you this, oh my God. Okay, so this is really out of my comfort zone. So I met up with somebody, and I had a one-night stand. The first time in my life. Anybody here one-night stand? Anybody?
Yeah.
I promised myself I would become living impaired before that ever happened. But I didn't. And the thing is, I couldn't do it sober because it was really out of my comfort zone. And so I had a drink. And see, I don't even drink. Yeah, I'm a pretty boring person in this regard, you know. So I literally had, I had 2 white Zinfandels. And at that point, I became like, you know, tipsy, as they call it. And I ended up taking her back to my place. Yeah, her. I know. The plaid. I know. It's in the shoes.
Shocking!
Shocking, exactly. And thank you for that. And so we ended up having a one-night stand. And the next morning I woke up. And I couldn't remember her name for the life of me. She remembered mine, though. I don't want to ask her name because that's going to be very awkward, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I drank, I had a one-night stand, I don't even remember her name. How am I going to figure out her name? I can't go through her purse. I mean, that's, you know, so then it came to me. I had an idea. I'm going to take her to Starbucks for breakfast. Why?
Because they
Glad you asked. Exactly. So I go up there to order, and I says, well, I'll pay. She goes, no, I'll pay for it. I'm like, yes. So she goes up there, and she pays. And she goes, okay, yeah, the mocha, Elena will have a mocha, and I'll have an Americano with a shot of, I don't know, whatever, highfalutin shots of espresso. I was still, I don't know, whatever. And she goes, yes, and my name is Elaine. And I go, oh. You mean all night? I don't even remember calling out my own name. Elena! Elaine! Elaine, there's Ellen, there's I mean, I couldn't even remember screaming out my own name. Isn't that pathetic? That's why we don't do drugs, kids. Or wife Zinfandels. So, so that's my one-night stand story. True story, actually, pretty frightening, I think. So, is it bad? Am I okay? Okay. So, I don't know, who here likes to watch movies? Okay, majority of folks, that's nice. Here's my thing, though. Okay, so I have done theater and improv and all that good stuff. And so, a lot of times when I go to the movie theater or just even watch movies at home, I get too involved with actually watching the actors and actresses and kind of breaking down their characters. Like, instead of getting involved with the actual storyline, hold on. James, what does that mean? How many minutes do I have left?
That's just the light, you're good.
Oh, okay, just the light. I thought I was having it out about me. 2 minutes, okay. So really quick, so a friend of mine says, have you ever seen that movie, Fatal Attraction? I go, believe it or not, I've never seen it. How could you be alive for so long and never saw this movie? I go, I don't know, whatever. So he puts on Fatal Attraction. And he's like, oh, yeah, God, Glenn Close. He goes, oh, if I was ever that lucky, I would be picking up a woman at dinner. And he's like describing the whole movie. And this is how I'm watching it. What kind of absurd crap is this? This guy's married to this hot broad, but he decides to pick up this wackadoodie looking broad. Okay, granted, she's kind of hot. So what do? They meet up for lunch at, I don't know, a Greek restaurant, because all us Greeks own restaurants. And they end up having, like, what, a patty melt? She lights up a cigarette. Yeah, that's exactly how I want a guy to seduce me. Next thing you know, they're in a parking lot. Oh yeah, you know, trying to find a parking lot in New York, that gets me all hot and bothered. Next, they're making out in the garage, and there's urination all over. I mean, this is how I think through the storyline. Actually, through the whole movie, then the sink scene. I'm sorry, if anybody has never seen that movie, I'm probably ruining it for you. Sorry, but it is true. Darth Vader is my father. But anyway, going back to the movie real quick, I said to myself, you know who's the luckiest one out of that whole movie? That rabbit. I would give him anything to be that rabbit. The thing that rabbit had to sing in that cage. Here comes Glenn Close with her wackadoodie bulgy eyes and her permed hair coming towards you. That would be the next thing to wish for is death. Please make it fast. Put me in that boiling pot. That's pretty much how I am as a date watching movies, so in case anyone's interested, this is how it's going to go. All right, thank you everybody for having me come up here and do a little routine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. James, thank you so much.
Keep it going for Elena one more time, everybody. Elena, you are impressive, okay? I'm going to tell you, coming from what I've been seeing with you showing up on the stage, I think you got it.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
You definitely got it. I'm liking your bits. What do you guys think? I've been doing this for a little bit, right? That was very good.